Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is really a bad shot, bad lighting, but I can't fit this box in the light box. So it's just sitting outside the light box on a chair, and I have multiple items in this box. Most of them came from one store, and this is going to be the last of the trip that I took to Bozeman with Mom. So I'll get some of these pulled out and I'll start bringing these into the light box and we can start going through these. But pretty much everything in this box, I think I paid about $100 for, maybe a little bit over $100, and I can't even tell you how many items are in here, but this was a new thrift store in Bozeman that we just stumbled upon. I looked it up before we made the trip down there, and I found, what looked to be a new store, and then as we started driving to it, I realized, oh, this is the Goodwill location, but it's in under a different name. So I think that the Goodwill cleared out probably within the last year and a half, and then this privately owned thrift store came in, and I asked them, it was fairly large, and they had a pretty good mix of hard goods and some clothing racks, mostly hard goods. And I asked them where they got most of their items from, and they said donation. And I said, do you buy on auction? And they said, yeah, we do buy some lots on auction. So I'm sure that they get quite a few items through those two methods. So, all right, like I said, I'll start to get some of this in the light box, and we'll go through the last of the Bozeman trip. And these are back from December, so you're going to see a lot of Christmas items. And by the time I got around to filming this, we're already in February, mid-February. So here we go. Let's get into it. Okay, I'm going to have to do a lot of editing on this video because for some reason this silly camera won't pause. But so I think I have about 7 items here that came from, this is called Twice Treasured Thrift, and it's in an area called Four Corners, so it's actually outside of Bozeman, and it used to be a nice privately owned thrift shop. It still is, but they had decent prices about 2 years ago, and then their prices just keep creeping up and up and up. But a lot of their hard good items are going up in price. Their clothing has gone up a little bit, but I think you can still get decently priced clothing for the quality of clothing that they're getting. In Montana, Bozeman's a higher cost area to live, so I'm sure that probably their donations from that area are pretty good. The quality of items is pretty nice in the store. So I've kind of just stuck to, again, crafting items, and it's just mainly based on the cost of the hard goods that were in the store. There was some jewelry that I probably should have taken a look at, but it was pretty busy when we were in there, so I didn't get a chance to pull anything out of the jewelry cabinet. So I did get 2 packs of needles, and these are just going to be needles that I use. They're Singer needles. This one probably looks like it had been opened and maybe missing a couple But this other pack looks brand new, but has something stuck to it here. But I'm just going to be using these for myself, and I did pay $1 for each of those. And then this is an Aunt Martha's hot iron transfers. I did get this one because it is still sealed, and I know that you can use these a couple times over, and so I've started to just watch for the sealed ones, and I used to just buy them all and pick them all up, but now I'm just going to look for the sealed ones, and then that way I can either offer them to Mom, or I can use them, or I can possibly sell them. Some of the older ones I saw on eBay, can go up to $15, and that's typically if they're not open. So this was the only one in store. I did pay $1 for this one, but it's a baby one, so I did offer it to Mom, and I liked it because it has like Mary and Little Lamb type of nursery rhyme theme there, and then there's baby with little baby shoe and some baby chicks type of thing. This is not focusing. So I just thought it was cute, but Mom didn't want it, so I'll look this one up and see if it sells for anything. If not, I'll just put it in my stack to keep whenever I can retire and find some free time to do some crafting and things. Okay. And then I did get this Learn to Tat book. This was listed, or it is marked for $2, and the lady in the store saw me bring this up to the counter, and she goes, "Oh, please, I hope you learn how to do tatting." And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I know it's kind of a dying art, but I'm thinking in my head that I probably don't have the eyes to do it." And my mom said that she is just too old to learn it, and so I don't know. I picked up a couple of shuttles at a thrift store here in Helena a few months back, but I don't know. It's so pretty. Comes with a CD, DVD, whatever. So I mean, I think it would be really neat to learn, but like I said, the thread is, and the shuttle that you have to use, it's very fine work, and my eyes are just bad after years of doing computer IT development work. My eyes are just kind of shot, so I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, but I might try it, and if I can't do it, then maybe I'll just lot everything up and just sell it. So this next item is, again, this was a trip in December, so I got a lot of Christmas items, and a lot of these never got listed, but I do list and sell Christmas all year long. It does sell much better around October, November, December time frame, obviously, but this is like a little centerpiece that looks like somebody quilted, and let's see. Okay, so the price on this was $3, but they marked it off half price to $1.50, and that's probably because it was so close to Christmas when I bought it. And then it looks like this is machine needlework that was done. Kind of looks like maybe somebody was practicing on this piece, or at least that poinsettia piece. But I like the colors. It's got like a deep bluish navy, maybe purple, with red and green and yellow. And then the back is just a blue like a blue acid wash type of color with the green trim. So, you know, for $1.50, I can probably sell this for $15 to $20. And it's just a square centerpiece that you could put on a dining room table or a side table. And then I did get 2 tablecloths, and they're Hawaiian themed, and they have hula girls and flowers, and let's see, I paid I think $4 for one and $8 for another. So, and I think they're matching. This one, I probably paid $4 for this one because it does look like the red is bleeding on this. So, oh no. So this one is the $8 one, and it's a 60 by 60. So I don't know. I was asking my mom if she thought that these were, I'm looking for a tag, if she thought these were true vintage or retro. She wasn't sure. So I kind of have a feeling that these maybe are reproductions, but they are nice thick linen. So I'll have to get these fully opened up. I kind of opened them up in the store and thought, oh, these are pretty darn nice looking. So here's the hula girl. You got a bird and a palm tree with some coconuts. And then this one does say Oahu on it. So, and then it has some fish. So it's neat. It's not really my color scheme, but I'll get these opened up and take a look at them. Might have to throw them in the wash with like a color catcher and just make sure that that red doesn't bleed. So I think at that thrift store, the Twice Treasured, I paid $26.49 for everything. And again, my purchases there have just really dropped off, and can't really get good deals there. So I just have stopped purchasing a lot of items there. But hopefully they'll get their pricing figured out and maybe come back down in price. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just stop going there altogether. I don't know. It's too bad because it's a nice, clean thrift store, and they do have good quality items. Okay, so now we're on to the items from the new thrift store that I hit up with Mom in Bozeman. And this was a store that used to be a Goodwill, and it wasn't a great Goodwill. It was mostly clothing, and it was mostly lower priced clothing. It was not great, and I rarely found anything in there. So I was actually excited to see that this got moved or switched over to more of a privately owned thrift store. And like I said, I have a whole box of items that I'm going to go through, so we'll see how long this video gets. But It was in December, and I knew I probably wasn't going to get a lot of these items listed in time for Christmas. We just had a lot going on in December, and then January just kind of got just as crazy and as busy as December. But these two glass ornaments, they're very large, and they're like a purple glitter, and I don't know if that's a chip or what that is. Maybe some of the color is coming off. I thought maybe the color was inside. But these are fairly large, and I paid $3 each. I got 2 of these. And I like purples and blues. Those are my favorite colors. So I figured, if these don't sell for quite a bit, I'm hoping I can get like $15 each for these. But if they don't sell well, then I can just keep them for my own tree. I don't really have a lot of ornaments, large ornaments this size, but I'd prefer to sell them if I can. And they're not marked on top, so they're probably either, made in China or maybe some type of home hobby craft. Let's see if I can find a somewhat safe space for these. Okay. And then I found these 2 angels, and these are marked $3 each. Trying to take the tag off the top of this one. Yeah. So these are just, I wanted to make sure that they weren't salt and pepper shakers, because I did buy a lot of salt and pepper shakers at this place. But these are just figural. And I believe there is just the 2. But these are marked made in Japan. So they are a little bit older, and there's no chips, cracks, repairs. They have all of their digits and wings and everything. So they do need to be cleaned up quite a bit. These look fairly dusty and have some marks on them that look like maybe somebody had just kept them out for quite a while. But I believe this was a set of 2, $3 each, so I paid $6 for the set, and I'm hoping I can probably get about 18 to 20 for these together. And they're pretty plain, pretty neutral. They're white with brown hair and a little bit of brown paint, like an airbrush type paint, and then brown hair, and then they have like a high gloss finish. So these are nice. So I should be able to get 18 to 20 for the set. And then I did get, I think I've had these, and I think I've sold these before. I can't remember, but I paid, it's a set of 2 cats or kittens, and this one has a ball, and these were $2 each, so I paid $4 for this set. And I remember the mark. It's like a crown over an M and an O, maybe? I don't know, I'm going to have to look these up, but I noticed the mark. And they just seemed like fairly good quality. This guy's got a little bow tie. They're really cute. Again, no repairs, no cracks, no chips. Really good condition. Sweet. And I was thinking these were Lenox, but that's not a Lenox mark, so I'm gonna have to figure out what mark that is. And there's even like a number, really faded 7545 number, I think, above that. I don't see a number on this one, but really nice posable set. You know, this one looks like he maybe stole the ball away from this other one and he wants to get it back. It's cute. Anyway, maybe 20 and up on these for the two of these. Cats sell really well for me. They sell fairly quickly, and just depending on quality, they typically sell fairly high. But that mark is just reminding me I've had it before, or I've sold it before, I can't remember, or I've passed on it before and I regretted it. But I'll look them up and figure out where these are from. Okay, I'm running out of space off camera. Okay, and then I got this pink depression glass bud vase. It is edged. And it does have a seam on the base, but not on the vase. And then the vase has this kind of stretched top. So I think it's hand blown, and then somehow they attached the base to it. I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google this one, but I paid $5, and it looks like they had it marked $9 originally. Maybe marked it down to $5. The glass, I think, maybe isn't sick glass. I'm hoping it's not. Wow, there is a mold line at the base of this. I don't know how they made this. This is interesting. Yes, I think it is molded. But then I don't know how they got the top blown like that. I don't know. If anybody knows about glass, let me know. Either way, it's a nice, pretty depression glass pink color with some hand etching. But I do think that the residue inside is not too bad. And I think that I can get that clean. Again, it has like a nice vine with a floral etched design on it. So I can probably get about 20 to 25 for that piece, I think. There's no chips or cracks, so should be fairly easy to get about 25 for that. The bud vases don't sell as well. Okay, and then these are, I picked one of these up and I thought, boy, these look like really good quality. They're in nice packaging. They had them marked for $3 each, and I think I got like a dozen of them. But I didn't know what they were, other than, you know, they look like obviously Christmas ornaments, and it says Christmas collection. And then I saw the Made in Denmark. The pup is not happy. She just wants me to get done with all this filming. But they saw them Made in Denmark and then plated with in palladium. So I got multiple styles here. So the boxes do, the cover slides off, and then inside you have the ornament piece, but then you don't have, it looks like an actual lit candle. So I googled this, and you can put these on your Christmas tree or The one idea that I thought was kind of nice was a wreath that hangs like flat, like horizontally, and then they had these hanging off the sides of the wreath. So the ornament hangs from the bottom, and then the candle is up at the top above the wreath, and then it's like hung with ribbon, and it just looked really pretty. But these sell, it's nuts. Like, these sell for about $30 and up, depending on the finish. Some of them online are gold, like I believe they're gold plated, and those sell for even more. So I just grabbed them all. I think I ended up with about a dozen. So I have the star pattern, and then I have this heart pattern, and I think all of them are the silver color, and then I have one that's a gold color. But I don't think any of mine are like gold or silver plated. These are all plated with palladium. So still a very good pickup, and I can probably sell these, I think, for at least $20 each. And again, got these right in December, and I should have just listed these right away, and I didn't, but I'll go ahead and get them listed, and I'll just keep my price high, and hopefully they'll sell closer to this coming fall. Okay, and then the next thing that I'm showing you are multiple sets of salt and pepper shakers, and I don't sell a lot of salt and pepper shakers. I used to. I used to pick up quite a few salt and pepper shakers, but excuse me, for me they're very slow sellers, and they don't sell for a lot of money. But they had a cabinet full, and they were reasonably priced, so I went through these and picked out some that I liked for myself, and then some that I'm planning on selling. So this first set is it's a San Francisco trolley car, and these were marked for $4. So I definitely paid $4 for those. But typically, and these were marked, I don't know, is that a 15 on the bottom? Maybe somebody was trying to sell them at a estate sale or a garage sale for $15. And then here's a gold label. SNCO Imports, San Francisco. Oh, so these say, I think it says Japan on the bottom. And this tape looks fairly old. It's not. It's like a masking tape. It's not hardened, but it's really rather sticky. Okay, but that came off pretty good. But these probably, just based on the coloring, the brown and the orange and the yellow and the green, like that avocado green, they're probably from the 70s. This says ceramic salt and pepper shaker, $3.50. So these have the original tag on them. They have the original plastic stoppers. So yeah, I'd say these are probably from the 70s. But typically items from San Francisco I can sell fairly quickly. There might be, a few little tiny nicks on these, but these will probably sell fairly well. So I'm hoping at least 15, maybe a little bit more. And like I said, most items from San Francisco, especially if they're vintage, sell for a pretty good price for me. This next set, I don't believe there was a price on these, so I don't really know what she charged me, but I'm assuming it's probably about $4, because I think that's an average price, but these guys I think I'm gonna keep. They appear to be like a chalkware with original cork bottoms. They do have quite a bit of looks like newer chipping, unfortunately, because it's so white. And you know, these are like airbrushed painting in like this red and green and yellow and black. They kind of remind me of like the carnival prizes, but I've never seen anything like these before. So I'm probably going to keep these, and I'm hoping she only charged me about $4 each. They're in fair condition. Like I said, you know, this guy's got, you know, pretty good chip on his foot, some paint loss, but I'll probably just touch it up myself and just keep those for me. This next set, okay, so this is $3 for the set, and this is like a glazed pottery. So these are probably from the 70s or 80s. Oh, there is some mark on the bottom of these. This one looks like it says KP. Yeah, that says KP, maybe 1010. So maybe these are from 2010. I don't know. But they're interesting because the corks are on the side. And they both have 3 holes, but one is larger than the other one. So, you know, obviously one is salt, one is pepper. Probably the big one is salt. Or, sorry, the big one's probably pepper and the smaller one's salt. So, but they're a good heavy weight. No chips or cracks on these. And they, like I said, they look like they have the original corks. So hopefully for these, I can probably get about 20 for these. 18 to 20 for those. And then this is another set. The corks on that one, unfortunately, is on the inside. Same thing on that one. So these say hand decorated, made in California, and there's quite a bit of crazing and chipping and cracking on these. So this was $4 for the set, but I love the size and I love the decoration. So this is pepper with 4 holes. Okay, and then this is salt with 5. But this has a really bad crack and chip on the side. But I'm kind of gathering up, and I'm not like a chicken rooster person, but I have, at this point, I've got a tablecloth, some now salt and pepper shakers, and dish towels. So I don't know, maybe I'll put like some clear acrylic or something on that to kind of patch that up. But I think I might keep these for myself. Either that or I'm going to make a rooster chicken lot. But I just like the decoration on these, and I thought, you know, they're still usable if I can get those cork stoppers out of there. Yeah, they feel like cork. These are probably from the 50s, just based on the look of these. But if I sell these would probably go for about 18, just because of the damage on these. They are pretty good size. You know, this is something like you'd probably keep in your kitchen for cooking, not necessarily on your dining room table. You know, and I paid $4 for the set, even with the damage. I thought the decoration, the color and everything would be good. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all those chicken rooster items. I might just lot them up and sell them as like a kitchen lot, or I might keep them. I don't know. But this last set, I think this is the last set of salt and pepper shakers. These are filthy. But the minute that I saw these, I knew these were kind of fancy looking, so I'm going to clean these up really good. And I paid $6 for these. And it looks like probably the base was wet, almost maybe like they were used in a restaurant or something, because they're just disgusting. But I'm going to clean these up as best as I can. I might even sand this block down and maybe restain it. But these are fine pewter on porcelain by Maurice Mueller, USA. When I looked this setup, these were selling for, I don't know, crazy money, like $60, but the ones that were listed online were in much better condition. But in looking at these are just filthy. There's no chips or cracks. I just need to pull these things apart and do some really good cleaning on these. And I mean, there's like gunk up in these crabs, but I think I can probably sell these for at least 20, if not more. And they're otherwise, you know, just being disgusting and dirty. There's nothing wrong with them. The base, like I said, is a little bit beat up, but I'll try to clean that up and touch up that color, you know, and I'll disclose all of that in the listing. But I'm hoping I can sell them for anywhere between 20 and 50. I know that's quite a wide range, but it'll depend on how good these clean up. And, you know, something I had never seen before. High price salt and pepper shakers. Okay, and then this is kind of off. Doesn't really go with the salt and pepper shakers, but this is a little fairy baby in a nest with a baby owlet and some eggs. And it is, I paid $2, and it says top something. Top collection. So it's probably just a resin or plastic made in China, but any type of fairy items sell fairly quickly for me. Looks like maybe something was broken off there. I'll have to look at that. Or maybe it's just part of the decoration. I can't tell. Anyway, I'll Google it and see if there's something broken off. I'll disclose that. But this will probably sell fairly quickly, and it'll probably sell for about $12 to $15. He looks like the little fairy baby has like a leaf hat on, and the little owlet is just sleeping, cuddled up beside him, keeping him company. So it's cute nonetheless, even if he is chipped or has a broken piece. I'll figure it out and disclose it. Okay, I'm getting down to the bottom of the box. I think I only have these items and then maybe one more item. And I think I'm done with the Bozeman stuff once I get through all of these. But I have a couple of items here that... So this set of 3, the pottery ceramic girls, I saw these and I immediately thought of my mom, because I know my mom likes a a lot of Mexican, Peruvian, ceramic looking type of art. And I flipped one over and I paid 3 each, so I paid $9 for the set of 3, but then each one was marked for $24.99. And I don't know what this gooey Muneca base is, probably butchering it, but this is an orange one, and there's some really interesting marks on her earrings, but then she looks like she has like a shawl and some glitter in her hair. They're not real stable, but they'll stand by themselves. Here's the green one. Oh, and I just noticed she's missing her earring, but that's okay. I'll disclose it. And then here's the red one. And no major chips or cracks. They're in pretty good shape, other than the one that has the missing earring that I missed. But I still, if I would have noticed it in store, I still probably would have picked it up. And I'm actually surprised that popped off, so I might take a look in the box and just see if that was something that just happened recently. Probably not. But if somebody truly paid $25 for each of these, then the set in good condition is $75. But either way, I'm thinking that with this minimal missing part, I can still probably make $50 for the set of 3. Mom did take a look at them, and I was kind of considering giving these to her for Christmas, but I already had some other items picked out for her for Christmas, and I need to turn a profit for some of my items that I pick up. So I think I am going to go ahead and sell these, and then I'll just disclose the damage on the one green one. But other than that, they're in really good shape, and they're quite cute, really interesting. So Mexican, Peruvian, I'm assuming, and I'll probably Google them and see if anything sold like these online. But probably 50 to 60 for the set of 3 I'll start them at, and maybe go down from there if I need to. Okay, I'm just gonna set these over to the side on the paper in the box, kind of protect them. Okay, and then I'll get this guy out of here because he's creeping me out a little bit. This is, I'm assuming, a pope or a cardinal of some sort, and it's a Christmas ornament. It's a glass hand-blown ornament. I paid $5 for him, and he's a pretty large size, probably a good 6 inches. KSEO is marked on the back, and then he's numbered like 0304 on the bottom. But I'm assuming he's some type of cardinal, so I'm assuming that maybe somebody took a trip to the Vatican or something and they picked this guy up. He has a little bit of a scratch there on the back, but otherwise he's in really good condition. No chips, cracks, repairs, breaks that I can see. So hopefully I can get about $20, 18 to 20 for him. And again, yes, it's a Christmas ornament, but I'll go ahead and list him. And then they had quite a few sets of teacup and saucer sets. And I was thinking of picking up like 3 or 4 different sets, but I don't know. I have quite a few sets already and they're not selling, which is weird because I can typically sell quite a few cup and saucer sets for like 18 and up, and they used to sell quite frequently. And sorry, there's going to be some plastic wrap noise here. I do like how they have these wrapped up for protection. They didn't tape them. I just can't get the plastic off of them. Okay, so for this set, and I kind of went through them and I was looking for some decent names, you know, like a Royal Albert or Paragon, you know, any of the higher priced ones, but I, you know, obviously didn't find any of those. I think I saw 1 or 2 Royal Albert sets, but they were fairly common, and I think I looked up a couple of them in the store and they weren't selling for too much. But this one I did find some decent comps. So this is a Queen Anne, and I have sold some Queen Anne. These usually don't sell for as much as the Royal Albert sets that I've sold in the past. But these are bone china Queen Anne, made in England, a product of Ridgeway Potteries. And then they have a patent number, it looks like, and maybe some type of mark for the hand painting. So they're probably, you know, the rose is a transfer, and then the gold trim is probably the hand painted piece of it. But there's no chips or cracks, and I think this one was a pretty decent price. It looks like there's a slip in the glaze right there that I'll disclose, but I think this one was probably selling for about 20 to 25 if I can remember correctly. But I think it's just kind of a nice color combination. It's not something that you see every day. It's a pink rose, but then you have like these blue, I don't know, maybe bluebells. And then the cup does have, it's two-sided. So you have the smaller print on this side, and then the larger rose on this side. And it needs to be cleaned, but the handle's in good shape, no chips or dings. And it's a nice white color, not so transparent. You can see through it a little bit, but it has a heavier weight. So, you know, the Queen Anne I don't think is as high quality as something like a Royal Albert, but it is a bone china, and it is a pretty set, and I did like the print on it, so hopefully I can sell that for about $25 for the set. Okay, getting down to the bottom. Okay, so this is the last item from the Bozeman haul that I had, and there's been quite a bit of time since I put out my last video. And the reason for that is because I went to put this clip in of this last item onto the other pieces of video and just compile it and get it posted. And I didn't have this last item in the video. I don't know if it didn't record or if I lost the clip or what happened, but since then I've had quite a bit of things going on with my parents health-wise. So it's been, I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 weeks since my last video, and it's all because I didn't have this last clip and then life got in the way. So I'm coming back and I'm doing this last item from my Bozeman haul, and interestingly enough, I have been back to Bozeman, so I do have more items. But I'm going to try to put some other videos together and do some other hauls. I've had quite a few other hauls that I've done in the meantime. So anyway, this is a Lenox teapot. I believe this is the Butterfly Meadows pattern. I did pay $12 for this, and it's in really good condition. No chips or cracks, and it has this little butterfly on the handle. And then here's the base of the teapot. And I have sold quite a few other items that I've picked up in thrift stores that have the Butterfly Meadows pattern. So it does sell very well for me. You know, and in the store I check the spout and make sure that there were no chips around the rim or the lid. And it is a larger item, it is heavy, so it is going to be fairly expensive to ship, and not really looking forward to shipping it because of that. So I did order some additional packing materials. I like the paper, and because I can kind of make a nest, and also I like the big air pillows. So I ordered the air pillows, and I have plenty of paper, and then I also ordered some additional bubble wrap in you know, with the expectation of shipping not only this item but a lot of other items that I've purchased recently. So as you can see, this is the Lenox Butterfly Meadows, and it's just really, it's a pretty pattern. It has the yellow butterflies and the red ladybug with these blue flowers. I'm not quite sure what that is, with the light green leaves, and then these probably look like irises or some type of lily maybe, and then here's a blue butterfly on this side and a little bumblebee. So this is really pretty. It's in very good shape. I'll have to, you know, wipe out the inside and clean that up a little bit. And then the lid has this nice green leaf pattern all the way around it with the green, kind of like a vine or a stem. With this really pretty yellow butterfly on it. So yeah, that'll be, there we go. That'll be an interesting thing to ship. I've shipped a Fitz and Floyd item that had these raised butterflies on it. It was a cream and sugar set, and the butterfly, one of the butterflies broke, I think, like right in the center, and the lady had to return it because it did break in shipping. So, but this item, I paid $12, so I'll try to get probably anywhere between 30 to 48. Again, I'll have to look up comps and see what these are selling for, but I've sold a tissue box cover. I've sold a napkin holder and maybe like a little dish, little trinket dish or serving dish. So, and I found this item, and then I also found like a table runner that's brand new in package. So finding this a lot here in Montana for some reason. Maybe it's just a really popular pattern that everybody likes, but it sells well for me. So this is, like I said, the last item in the haul, and hopefully I can get this video finally put together after a month or so longer that I've videotaped it, and finally get this out there and get back on track, and hopefully life doesn't continue to get in the way. But thanks for watching, and hope you have a good one, and please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.